I turned 13 and I came home from school, and my mum was in my kitchen, which I hadn't seen her upright for years on her own. And I hadn't seen her in my kitchen for years because upstairs was quite far. She was making me cookies, and I just started crying because I thought, how did you get here? How are you like this? I've not seen this before. And so many questions. And she looked at me and she said, sit down, you have to believe me. And I was like, absolutely, just tell me how you got here. Like, who brought you downstairs? This is really dangerous. And she said, Jesus Christ has walked into my bedroom and I am better now. I still feel it in my body, this, like, really? Oh, you're really? But then my heart going, whoever Jesus is can have my whole life. He can have everything if you are better, because it's been 7 years. And she explained it to me as physical Jesus walked into her bedroom and asked her one question, where does it hurt? And she replied, everywhere. And she explains it like a million hands pressing down on her body. And when they released, she was healed. And this is like organs healed. So she had a tumor the size of a watermelon attached to her kidney, which brought her into organ failure because it was left for quite a long time. And they removed it, but she had like decaying organs. And so then scans happened, nurses saved, doctors completely dumbfounded, this is a miracle. And I then realized Jesus is the one who comes and saves me. There was one dusty Bible in my household. I opened it to Acts 2 and read about Pentecost. And I had no understanding. Like, I'm not trying to ham it up like I did know a little. I literally knew nothing because we were satisfied in our life. Even in approaching death, we were still satisfied, which was really odd. I find that really odd in my household, that there was just this acceptance of things like that. But once I tasted the freedom and witnessed the freedom, I was like, this is life. So I'm reading Acts 2 in my bedroom, and it's the Holy Spirit, and people, obviously it's a bit confusing because it's all about being drunk, and I was like, I don't understand any of that because I was still 13. But I was like, in the passage it talks about being filled. And that was something I just thought, well, I know Jesus is real because I have seen him completely change death to life. So this Holy Spirit must be real. So I said to myself, I'll get down on the floor. And, I didn't know if I understood prayer. I think I was just like, I want this. And so the glory of God intensified in my room, and I was terrified. So I remember being like, I'm going to die. I was so scared. And I thought to myself, right, I'll lay down on my floor and I'll go to sleep. And if I wake up in the morning, I'll go to school. And obviously I woke up in the morning and I knew the Spirit was real. So then I got dressed for school and I went on the bus and I told the bus driver about how the Spirit came in my room. And then I told the lady that I sat beside how Jesus healed my mum. And then I told the girl who thinks I'm weird at school anyways, and told her brother and his sister. And, I just told everyone that I saw, because Jesus and the Spirit is real. A very beautiful introduction to the Spirit of God, because he was tangible. Both the Spirit and Christ were tangible to me from the word go. There was nothing else. There was nothing else that was better. There was nothing else I could taste in my life that was better than that. There There was no place safer. There was no place that I could go that didn't feel like home, because it's not this idea or concept or like good thinking or like good behavior. I literally had no idea how to please God. There was no like behavior to undo. It was real.